Hello and welcome back to Matt's RC with me, Matt, and today I'm going to be talking you through some modifications that I've done, but at the same time good and not so good points about this Losi mini rock crawler. Now, it depends on how you pronounce it obviously. Some people pronounce it Losi, some people pronounce it Losi, but me personally I pronounce it Losi. Now I think this is an absolutely brilliant rock crawler, and that's not just because this is my first RC I ever got given, but it's very, very capable at off-road. I mean, I've made it go up some very, very steep climbs, which I've seen a lot of others fail to do. Now, I've done a few upgrades on this, but we'll come to that a bit later. Now, the first thing that comes with it is this body shell, which is the first thing we're going to focus on. It's a black body shell. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with the lights I put in, nor the snorkel. But it's actually quite a compact thing. It looks good. It's stylish, and it sits well on the chassis. So the upgrades I've done on this so far is I've put lights in it because it makes it look a bit better for nighttime crawling, and just a snorkel which I got off of like a little RC car for effect. So we'll just put this to one side, and we'll bring over the chassis a bit more. Now, this is a 1/18th scale. A lot of people think it's 1/10th, but the actual wheels and tyres on it are 1/10th scale wheels and tyres, but that's how they come. A lot of people may be thinking, they're looking at my shocks, and they might be thinking, well, they're not the standard shocks. No, they're not. These are the standard shocks, and as you can see, they are a bit longer. But these are actual crawler shocks that come with it. And the ones I've got on here at the moment are not, but that's just because these are broken. Right, onto a couple more bits about this. It comes with a standard brush motor. It's quite a small tin can motor. Comparing as your average one is about this size, and the one out of the 1/18th scale rock crawler is about this size. This one came out of a Horizon Hobby slick rock crawler, Vatera slick rock, and you can see the size difference if you put them together. I mean, it is a rather small motor, but at the same time it does deliver a lot of torque. And the ESC that comes with it is this one here, which is the Losi one, which I'm not running because for two reasons. Number one, it blew up, and the vehicle only had a top speed of about 3 miles an hour. And although it's a rock crawler and that's what it's designed for, I decided to up the ante a bit anyway. Now, some key features on this chassis are the fact that the actual chassis is an upright. It's upright onto the thing, so it means it doesn't actually ground out very much at all. So when you're going over things, it doesn't ground. It's just, instead, it's got one little plate here. It's what the transmission sits on, and every now and again, or I've used this for years now, but there's not any scratches on there because it's cleared so much anyway. On this, I'm running a brushless motor, same size as the little one I showed you earlier, this one. Same size, but it's brushless, which means that I get a bit more torque, and it's a bit faster as well. And there are some disadvantages to it, like the fact that it's a sensorless brushless motor, and some people hate me for that, but which means that I can't start off very, very slow. It will just jolt to about 0.5 of a mile an hour first, which isn't too good, but for the sort of crawling I do with this, it's more than enough. Now onto the tyres themselves. These are actually brilliant. These are the best ones I have, and they come standard with the car. And after all the aftermarket ones I bought for my CC01 and all that, these are the best. And they are the most squidgy tyres ever, and the amount of grip you get from them is just unreal. They're bead lock wheels, six bolts for the bead locks, and they come ready glued. And yeah, I think they're called the Losi rock crawls. They are brilliant, and all of this comes standard, as I said before. On this, they do usually come with a Losi remote control, which actually is Spectrum technology, so it has the same sort of technology that Spectrum uses, obviously, as in the name. But on this, I am just running my FlySky GT3C onto here, and that works perfectly as well. Now, yep, so it's a brushless ESC. It isn't fanned, so it does tend to cool down itself. It does tend to cool itself down anyway. But all in all, it's a very good truck. The gear ratio is quite low. It's it doesn't, at the moment, it'll do about 6 miles an hour top speed with a brushless motor in it. But I think it's brilliant for what I need it for, and it's the thing that got me into RCs in the first place. Anyway, that's all from me here at Matt's RC. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe for more content, and thank you for watching.